Hey, what's up? It's Ebenezer Don here, and I need your help. By the way, how have you been? Now, about a month ago, I started the WebStack challenge, and that started from this video, this JavaScript mobile app tutorial beauty shopping app with HTML, CSS, and JS. And this is the application that comes with the video. So in this tutorial, we're building a shopping app with just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it's going to be a mobile app. It's also installable. You can add items. Let's say I want to buy face powder right here, and quantity as 5 and price as 200. We add that item and look at that, we have face powder 200 times 5, the total price is 1000. And we can also add an extra item like a bread, and quantity as 2, price as 400, and that's 800 plus 1000, which is total price of 1800. You can check an item. So you purchase an item, you can mark it as checked, and you can see the green it's the background has changed, it's cancelled. You can also delete an item and the total price gets updated immediately. So this is done with just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it's installable. So right here, click on this install app icon on Chrome, and look at that. You can install the app, you can open it, and it works offline. So even in your mobile phone, you open it on your mobile phone. You can go to this URL right now, open it up in your mobile phone. You get a prompt to install the application. You install it, and it works just like any other mobile app in your Android phone. Now for the WebStack challenge, yeah, I made the tutorial as simple as possible. So the design was very simple, the functionalities were very simple, and for the WebStack challenge, I expected more. So the tutorial has to be very simple so you can follow it, you can learn along. And then for the challenge, we have this default user action. So users should be able to add items to their shopping list. Users should be able to mark an item as purchased. Users should be able to undo marking an item as purchased. Users should be able to update an item name, price, or quantity. So this was not here initially. In the tutorial, we don't have this, so that anyone who wants to work on this challenge has to learn further, has to practice more. You don't just copy paste the tutorial code and that's it for you. So you have to build this from scratch. You have to do it yourself. You have to get really creative. Users should be able to delete an item. Users should be able to clear all items at once. So that was also not here, and you'll have to go research on your own, see how to clear all items at once, get that implemented. We used deck.cjs for this, and index.db, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We used Workbox for generating the service worker, making it a progressive web app. And we have these other requirements. I'm also going to put the requirements in the description of this video and the description of the tutorial video, so that if you want to build this yourself, you can go ahead and work on the challenge. So we had many people, a lot of people joined this challenge, joined the Slack workspace, registered for the challenge. A lot of people joined it, and it ran for like 2 weeks and an extra week later on. So that's like 3 weeks in total. And we had these different requirements. So the code standard, I also reviewed the code. I had a call with the people who submitted, some of the people who submitted, the people who joined the call. I had a call with them, reviewed their code live, talked about the code standard, gave feedback to work on and all that, and then gave extra time to work on the challenge. Now, proper indentation, understandable variable naming, proper spacing and use of empty lines, use of arrow functions for this particular challenge, use of const and let for variable declaration instead of the old JavaScript arrow variable declaration keyword. Now, app requirements, application should be built from the base project in the challenge tutorial. So application has to be built from this challenge tutorial project. We also have this application should be responsive. Application should work offline, so it has to be responsive because it's a mobile app, so it has to be responsive. It has to work offline. It has to be installable. Application should be hosted on GitHub pages. Application should not use any external library apart from Dexy and Workbox. And design has to look, very important, design has to look unique and different from the base project. So I want everyone who participated or who participates in this challenge to get creative. Do it, make the application yours. Don't just copy paste what I've given to you. It has to be different. Now, you're not creating a tutorial, so it doesn't have to be the UI doesn't have to be something like this. You can make it really look really good. You can make it really cool, add extra functionalities and all that. So you have the freedom to make this application yours, and that was the challenge. And we got several submissions, and I reviewed the different submissions. I narrowed it down to a few submissions, and you're going to help me vote for the best. So we've already had the submissions I've reviewed. I've narrowed it down to like 4 submissions, and you're going to help me vote for the one person out of the 4 people who's gonna get the prize, which is 50,000 naira. 50,000 naira, and that's the price for this challenge. So you help me vote for that, or one person. Now these are the different submissions. This submission in particular is by MO, and that's let's see, MO is Omisori Mod. Okay, Monichesuloluwa Josephine. I'm sorry. Omisori Josephine, and that's so the way I created the repository from the new dev organization GitHub GitHub organization, and used the initials before the name shopping app. So we have MO right here, then shopping app. So that's Omisori Josephine, and so this is Omisori's app. We reload, and this is the first thing we see. Now, name of item, let's try to add an item. So name of item as face powder, quantity as 3, price as 200, and we add that item, and look at that, we have item face powder. This is interesting because she's giving us 2 items by default, and I don't quite understand why, and it's not responsive also, almost responsive. So let's leave it here for now. If she was given more time, I think she would have, I think that's what she wanted to do. I think if she was given more time, if she had more time, she would have replaced these with the new items we're adding. So this has been a really cool design, and to the price number of items you see. Please, Josephine, continue working on this and get it done. Finish this. I think I like what this would have looked like, but this did not meet all the requirements. So, and it's also not installable, which is very important. So this was not part of those I chose, but I liked the design, so I still brought it up so you see. And we have this one by JE, and JE is Juwon Emmanuel. So Juwon Emmanuel, I had a call with Juwon Emmanuel. I gave him feedback to work on, but he said he had laptop issues, I think, so couldn't work on them. And I like this loader that shows up when you start the application. It looks really cool. Name of item as, but the color choice though, I gave him a feedback. Probably why he didn't work on it, maybe the same technical issues, but I gave you all a color palette generator where you can generate really good looking colors, beautiful colors that are soothing to the eyes, which is going to make a lot of difference. And so when you build an application, not just functionalities, you have to think about the user interface, user experience. And we have Moto G4 right here, and look at that, this is too small. So part of the feedback I gave, which he didn't work on. And then the color right here, we have black on green. This is not visible at all. This is not installable, which is a very big problem. Remember, that's it's supposed to be a mobile app, so that's a very huge requirement. Your application has to be installable. So Juwon Emmanuel, this is not installable. I wish it were installable. All right, so that's it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going to the next one. This is Blessing Ocho, I think. I'm gonna check the names real quick. Ogo Blessing. And I liked the idea here. I also feel like if Blessing was given more time, she would have done something really cool, really good looking. Can we mark an item as purchased here? Name of item, let's add something else. Let's add biscuit this time around. Quantity needed as 20, price as 100. Add item right here. So 100 times 20, 2000 plus 500, 2500. And let's try to edit biscuits. So biscuits to biscuits. And instead of 20, we have 200. Add item. Interesting. So is this application installable, Blessing? Nope, it's not. It's not. So if the application is installable, we see this icon right here. I wonder why it's not installable, Blessing. Come on. So no, this is not getting to our top 4. Moving on to the next one. Is this installable? That's the first one I should check out right now. So this is installable. So who is this? This is EI for Ehindero Israel. So right here we have Ehindero Israel EI. Now let's see what Ehindero Israel has for us. Quantity has 3, price has 10, add item and 6,030. So let's try to, I like this design, by the way, Israel. So, and look at this looks so much better. That's because when we try to update the item, when we click on the update item button, what did I just do? Okay, so it shouldn't be that easy to clear the cards if that was the case. So let's try this again. 30 and 10. Or so it's really that easy to clear your card, and we have to start all over. Not good. I gave a feedback that when you try to delete or clear an item, you should have a mode out that pops up asking you, are you sure you want to delete this? You know, at least in case it's a mistake, you don't just close your eyes and open it and see that all your application or all your list is gone. So clear card, are you sure you want to clear a card? Yep. Are you sure you want to delete your item? Yep. So face powder right here. So the difference between this and the other so far is that when we try to edit an item, I like the pencil, by the way, the form changes, the color of the button changes to yellow, showing us that there's something different happening here. The others we've been seeing is exactly the same thing, and I'm like, really, what am I supposed to do? Is there any way I'm supposed to edit an item? Maybe I was expecting the model and I don't see anything. What am I supposed to do? So right here we have face. Where's the powder? Where does the powder go to? Okay. We have biscuit, but once the name is made up of 2 words. So what did you do? Biscuit stuff. What did you do? Emmanuel. It's Emmanuel, right? Emmanuel. Israel, sorry. What did you do, Israel? So this is biscuit stuff, and but I like this. I like the UI. It's cool. So this goes into our top 4. Because first of all, it's installable and we can update items, and we can delete an item, we can clear all items. Remember, I gave everyone, or not everyone, those who attended the live call, the feedback of the delete and the clear all items. Let's see who implemented it. You click on the clear items button. Are you sure you want to clear this item? So I don't just make a mistake like what we just did right now. You see that happens, and I'm like, where's all my lists? Oh my god, this is supposed to be a shopping list, and I can't really shop anymore without my list. So we shouldn't have stuff like that going on. FO for Franklin Okenwa, and let's try Franklin zone. So this is Franklin right here. Now we can edit an item, right? Yeah. And to edit an item, you see that nothing much changes. This is not cool. We try to edit an item, and even though we have our cursor goes to the form, but then we don't even see the item 180 like it's biscuits. You know, others have been showing us the item 180, but this right here, I don't understand. So I did an item. Let's say 180 biscuits to milk, and quantity as 2. And are we going to click add item right here? I've tried this before. This is not cool. This is not cool at all. So what Franklin Okenwa expects us to do is when we click on edit an item right here and write the next thing. So this time around, let's try bread, and what he expects us to do is come back here and click update item, and that changes to bread. Not cool. Try to clear all this time around, and everything is cleared. And this is installable, which is cool, and he named the shopping app, use a different icon. I like that the design is looks kind of different from mine. Okay, so that's Franklin Okenwa, and we have so right here we have Ehindero Israel, Franklin Okenwa. Then we have this person as Benaya, so Alamona Benaya right here. And this is looking good. One thing I like about this application is when we reload, we have this cool loader. That is amazing. And let's make this mobile. Inspect, and look at that. Welcome back. List is empty, and this UI looks completely different from mine, which is cool. which is cool. And look at this. So we try to add an item and we have this modal pop-up, which is what I expected initially, but I like the creativity of using the same modal. But then you have to make it look different. You have to tell me that something else is going on here. You're using the same form for adding an item. You change the buttons, change the color, tell me that something else is going on here. But I like this. We have this modal that slides up, which is nice. List item title as, that's what we use as title right here. Face powder again. I've run out of items to purchase, so face powder again, and 20 for quantity, price as 10, add item right here. And look at that, this looks good. I gave Alumuna Benaya feedback of making this buttons bigger. Apparently he didn't work on that, making these buttons bigger, and because right now it's too small. And then also removing these buttons right here that are not being used. So we have this home button right here, which is just for show, but it's not cool to have a button that does not work in your application. Not cool at all. Please take it away, or you make it work, or you put something in the home button. Not cool to have a button that does not work in an application. And we have this as help. Okay, did you enjoy using this app? And I also gave him the feedback of not using, apparently he didn't listen to any of my feedback, which is bad, very bad. Not using the alert boxes, the JavaScript alert box, and we have cancel and okay right here. And because that blocks every other thing that's going to work on the application, stops, prevents you from doing any other thing in the application right here. We can't do anything until we cancel this or click OK. I'm like, why don't you just use a notification in your application? Use a toast notification or a message, you know. But he didn't work on any of my feedback. Not good. We have right here biscuit. This would have been really cool. I think that this has a lot of potential, this application right here. So and I like the design, I like the UI. And can we clear all items? Are you sure you want to delete it? Delete what? All items. Okay, I think this is to clear individual items. This is to edit. Try to edit face powder to facial powder and edit items, so facial powder. Okay, and then we can delete a particular item. So let's add one more. Let's add bread right here, quantity as 20, price as 10, add item right here. What just happened? So that updated the item that was there already. So functionality, nah. I think it has a lot of potential. Still among the final 4 though, but interesting. And list title and all that. Okay, so this is cool. Let's see if we get, so the apparently this is supposed to be the clear all functionality. Are you sure you want to delete it? I'm expecting, are you sure you want to clear all items? So okay, and that clears everything. Yeah, all right, so this is cool. This is cool. I like that it's a different UI. I like what they did here. I don't like that he didn't take my feedback. I don't know why. Is the technical difficulties or what happened? Okay, but so that's 3 so far, right? Let's go to the final one. And this right here is from SA Cortis, EC for SA Cortis right here. And I was reloading to see if there's any loading icon, but that's not here. Now let's go to the mobile version. And I like the way this looks. This just looks so different. It looks very different. It looks like it's its own application, and I really like that. And it's named Shoppie. Even has a logo. I don't know if he's the one who designed that logo. And then we have this green on the line with the, yeah, I like this part. I like the name. I don't know if he did that design himself. That would be cool. And okay, so there's something I saw here, and this is one of the people I gave feedback to, and he worked on the feedback, which I liked. So let's open this in incognito, and there's something that shows up right now. Double click items to select them, click the plus icon above to use the form. This is like a general information on how to use the app. So you double click an item to select it, and then click the plus icon above to use the form to create it. Because this was not click to dismiss forever, so this was not obvious in the first place. I was wondering what's going on here. Make us know somehow, and I like that he added that message at the beginning. And now let's try this. Let's try adding an item. So name of item, face powder, quantity as 2, price as 50, and add item right here. Look at that. So We also have the was the toast notification created that shows up. I wish it lasted longer. I wish it was not just like 0.5 seconds. I wish it lasted longer. Your toast notifications. We've added face powder. Let's try to add another item. We click on this plus icon and we see this drop down. We click on it to close it. This just feels like a real app. Name of item right here is bread, and quantity is 2. Price is 40. Add item right there, 40 times 2, 50 times 2. That's 80 plus 100, which is 180. So right here we have on purchase as 100. Oh, and he has total as 180 and on purchase as 180. So look at that, total as 180, on purchase as 180. So that means that if we mark an item as completed, as purchased, on purchase changes to 100 and total is 180. Now that's really creative. I like that. I like that you separated both of them, and that's amazing. So let's try to edit an item. Bread, we have bread. Try to update bread, and this is another thing. There's not much change going on when you click the update button. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's not really obvious that we have to use this form to update the item. Everything is still the same with the form. I don't like that. You click on this update icon right here, and yeah, we have to use this form to update it. I wish there was a color change, something to show us that, hey, look at me, I'm right here, update me. You know, but face powder to what have we used so far? It's a biscuit. I think that's the only items that are in my head right now. And we have 3 and 100 right here. Update an item, and look at that. Okay, this is cool. And we can also double click an item to select it. So let's try that. Let's see what that does. So look at that, we have one item select, and oh, these buttons light up now, and we select the next one. And okay, if we do that, we can now delete selected. And let's say if you worked on my feedback of giving us a warning before we delete an item. So delete selected. Oh cool, he did work on that. I'm happy. I usually want to delete all selected items, no. And okay, we try to update an item that does that. Delete. Yeah, I like this. So you don't delete all items by a mistake and you're like, oh, what happened here? So we can select all items, we can unselect all items, delete all items. And are you sure you really want to delete all items? Yes. All right, this is amazing. This is good. This feels like an application on its own. This feels like an application that can be sold, that you can pay for, that I can pay for. I'll pay for this application if he launches it, works on it, makes it look really good, improves on the functionality, and you know, gives us as a mobile app. Yeah, it's something I can pay for. All right, so that's it. These are the top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna let you vote for either. Why do I keep forgetting? Israel. We have FO for Franklin Okenwa. We have Alumona Benaya, that's AO, and we have Ese Cortez right here. So who's your choice? Who do you pick? Who do you think I picked? Tell me who you think I picked, and then tell me who you're picking. So I'm going to put a poll right here in the description of this video, and you help me go vote for the winner right now. In the comments, tell me what you like about the person you voted for, and tell me what you think would have been improved about the people you did not vote for. Just give me feedback on the different applications you've seen so far, and even the ones that we're not voting for, the ones I highlighted. Feedback on them. All right, so that's it. Help me out. Let's make this choice right now, and see you in my next video. Bye.